Yeah, that's a very good question. So the curtain closes now on the 2021 season. It's finally over. Didn't go as fans or the players had hoped. But now all that's left to do is pick up the pieces and move forward. And to find out what direction that is, we bring in the voice of the Browns, Jimmy Donovan. Jimmy, good to see you. Congratulations on another terrific season behind the microphone.
Thanks,
there are big pressing issues facing this football team as they go into the offseason. Where do they start?
Well, I'll tell you what, Jay, today is a bad day. It's a bad day around the NFL if you're a coach and you end up getting fired. It's a lousy day if you're on a team that didn't make the playoffs, and we didn't make the playoffs. So the Browns begin the silly season, the off season. And Andrew Berry will be front and center coming up midweek to try and explain himself about what happened. Kevin Stefanski trying to put the pieces together today. But there was a trend in comments today from Browns players on this day following the regular season and the 17 games and the 8-9 record. And the term lack of focus and a lack of unity on the team started to come up more and more with the various interviews that we did with players today. That's a disturbing trend. That would tell you, number one, there might have been a problem in the locker room. Number two, maybe they brought so many new players in last year, specifically defensive players, that this team never melded together. So here they are.
It's guys on the team, that they probably never even spoke to each other. So I think it's just building relationships with guys and trusting one another. And that goes with the coaches as well. We have, events with the coaches. But I think, it's kind of tough with COVID. But that chemistry is huge. Offense and defense and special teams, we need, to feed off one another. And it's big. And that's something, like I said, I think that's another job that I have to take on and figure it out. But we'll get there.
John Johnson, the Browns safety right there, speaking his mind, and that's the way he operates throughout the season. And remember, he knows the deal. He was on really good Rams teams that went to a Super Bowl and were a postseason team all the time when he was there on that good Rams defense. And the other thing he went on to mention, Jay, was he feels the Browns need a better training staff. He thinks they have to take a look at all the injuries they had, soft tissue injuries, and the problem with players not being able to stay on the field, not being able to practice during the week and trying to get ready for a game on Sunday. But the bigger issue is what he was talking about, a lack of focus, a lack of continuity. Nick Chubb does not say much. Nick Chubb says everything with the way he plays. But even today, he said there was a lack of focus on the team. Now, Jay, they were a heavily penalized team this year, and so they really didn't have a great attention to detail. They were a team that was off. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the quarterback play. I don't know if it was the OBJ play. But that's a big, big problem that they're going to have to solve if there was an issue inside that locker room. And the fact that we're not inside that locker room anymore because of the COVID world in the NFL, we really don't get to investigate that deeply.
Yeah, focus and discipline. Those are two words that trickle back up to the coaching staff.
Yeah.
And I know last year, and I mean, this is recent history, but last year when the Coach of the Year award comes out, everybody thinks that the future is going to be great here, but Matt Nagy of the Bears was Coach of the Year in 2018, and he got a pink slip today. So the NFL stands for not for long. It's what have you done for me lately. Jimmy, thank you very much. Certainly appreciate it.
All right, you got it, Jay.